Minister Kujanga Elia Ashe coming to you again from Columbus, Ohio, the city named after the first slave catcher who brought the first natives to Spain in chains. And I'm here in Columbus for a reason. Christopher Columbus. I'm here to talk about the Royal Order of MELCHIZEDEK and the economic rights movement, and to make a summation. This is part 2 of the video. There's an old song that people used to sing. I want to be like Jesus in my heart, in my heart. I want to be like Jesus in my heart, in my heart, in my heart. Lord, I want to be like Jesus in my heart. So I can play you a few bars of it. If you want to speak the Hebrew, I want to be like Yahshua in my heart. I want to be more loving in my heart, in my heart. Lord, I want to be more loving in my heart, in my heart. In my heart. So whether I'm playing the shofar, the ancient Hebrew trumpet, or the harmonica from the American slave culture trumpet, or the trumpet from the modern day musical instruments of trumpets, they're all the same. They're all tied together. My wife, the lovely Mrs. Khadijah Lene Ashe, taught me about the sesela, which is the thread. I don't know if I'm saying that right. The sisela, which is a thread. And today, I want to tell you, as the Elias spirit, you see Johann the Immerser, or John the Baptist, baptizing his cousin, Joshua the Messiah. Johann the Immerser, or John the Baptist, had the spirit of Elia. That's my middle name. That's my spiritual man. I am Kujanga Elia Ashe. I'm a part of the Royal Order of MELCHIZEDEK. And yesterday we talked about the covenants. All 4 covenants that deal with the scriptures are holy covenants, and they are righteous covenants, and they are covenants of life. There's no covenants of death. Even the covenants that are made with other cultures and other peoples and in other lands are, if they're made by the Most High, they're covenants of life, whether they're made with the Kemites or the Moabites or the Ishmaelites, all of whom are part of the Hebrew family, Adamic family. All of those are covenants of life. They're not covenants of death. The Edenite covenant made with Adam and Kava, Adam and Eve, is a covenant of life. The woman was a sign of the covenant. The rainbow is the sign of the covenant with Prophet Noah. Circumcision was the sign of the covenant with Moses, or Moshe if you speak the Hebrew. The Royal Order of MELCHIZEDEK, the modern day covenant, the laws are written in our hearts and written in our minds. Now, I'm under all 4 covenants. I have a wife, so I'm part of the Edenite, Edenic, Adamic covenant. I have a wife. I still see the rainbow in the sky. Therefore, I know I'm under the covenant that the Most High made with Noah. I am circumcised, and all of my sons are circumcised. So I know I'm under the covenant with Moshe, or Moses. And I have the laws written in my heart and in my mind. I know right from wrong, and so do you. Because Yahweh has made a covenant. Allah, Ra, God, Amen, Thoth, the great creator, by whatever name you choose to call the Almighty, God has made a covenant with us. And these are covenants of life. And the only time that there's a covenant of death is when you break the covenant. People break the covenant, and that causes death and destruction. The Most High will not break her covenant with the people. The gift of Yah is eternal life. We need to have more virtue inside of us. Faith plus virtue, F plus V equals power. Now, I'm a Levite, but at the same time, as I'm a Levitical priest, I'm also a high priest of the royal order of Melchizedek. There's no contradiction in that. Stop arguing about religion. Stop arguing about things that at this point do not matter. The economic rights movement, which I am the founder by way of heaven, is based on John 10:10, where Yahshua, the blessed Messiah, Jesus the Christ, if you want the English, you must have it. He says, the thief comes not but to steal, kill, and destroy. I come that you will have life and have it more abundantly. More abundantly. So buy you some gold coins. Get you some electronic money. Do all you can to get your wealth. Flip the houses. Do housing rehabs. Do the programs in the prisons. Help the people so that we can have life and have it more abundantly. Store up all you can. Get your solar panels. Get your electric generators. Get your gas and oil wells. Get your land, your seeds, your ancestral lands. Have the abundant life, because that's what's promised to us by the Messiah and his shed blood. I am the first runaway slave. Well, I'm not runaway yet, but I'm plotting it. I'm planning it. I'm like Harriet Tubman, plotting the Underground Railroad path to get away from the evil system of monopoly finance capitalism. I'm plotting to run away. I want you to run away with me. So I'm plotting and planning to be the first runaway slave from this evil system of monopoly finance capitalism. And what do you think is going to happen anyway? Where do you think this thing will go if the prices keep rising and there are more and more wars? World War III is coming. We have the pale horse and rider on the throne, the United States of American president right now. So what do you think is going to happen? What is the logical conclusion? What is the spiritual conclusion? That's what you got to ask yourself. I've already been to the United Nations. I raised my hands, and there's a curse on the nations, all of them, including the United States of America and all the 2,000 major multinational corporations, because they have not given us our reparations, our repatriation. They haven't done right by us. So I've been to the United Nations on May 20th, 2016. I hope I get the chance to go back to the permanent forum of the indigenous peoples on this year. Don't know if I'll make it or not, but if I don't, you go. You do what has to be done. If something happens to me, you continue the movement, the economic rights movement, based on the civil rights movement, which is based on the abolitionist movement. And continue to organize and come together in love and unity. That's what the economic rights movement is about. Love and unity. Stop arguing over religion. Stop arguing over covenants. All the covenants are good. All the covenants are holy that the Most High has made with all peoples and all cultures. So I'm closing now, and in conclusion, think to yourself, what is the logical conclusion if we continue on this route? What's going to happen with the money, inflation, with the current administration in power all over the world, and these evil rulers and dictators? We are going to have to make the change as the children of the Most High God, the children of Yahweh, Allah, Ra, the children of the living Elohim. Make the change. Be the change. Be the change, people. I love you. Bless you. Be more like Yahshua, more like Jesus, the Messiah, in your hearts.